Hey, so this is a video that I've wanted to do for a long time, which is a demonstration of a whole bunch of kick drum microphones. It's the kind of thing that I look for when I'm trying to compare microphones and see what I might be interested in checking out, so I thought I would put this one out there. I have a Shure Beta 52, a Shure SM7, an AKG D112, an Electro-Voice RE20, and a Sennheiser MD421. And I have borrowed an Audix D6 and a Sennheiser E602. So these collectively seem to be the main microphones that are popping up as far as what people are using on kick drum. There are definitely others out there, but these are what I could get my hands on for this test. So a sample of a microphone by itself is kind of useless without being really familiar with the room they were recorded in and the signal chain and the tuning and the intonation and the player or singer. It's just hard to base what you're hearing on anything. But what I found is that if you hear a bunch of microphones together in a similar context, you can at the very least get an idea of like the bleed characteristics and where in the frequency spectrum a boost or a dip lies, and the bleed and things like that. So, not to mention, if you're really familiar with one of the microphones, then you can use that as a baseline to judge the others by. So for this test, what I'm going to do is, for the sake of time, I'm placing all the microphones around the same spot, which is right peeking in the hole in the resonant head in the kick drum. With any microphone, if you move it further into the kick drum, you'll get more of the beater attack kind of sound, and if you pull it out, it'll be more rounded, less defined kind of sound. But this is, a repeatable method that we can all judge by. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a sample of each microphone soloed, and none of these sound, totally perfect like you would have them in a mix by themselves, and they shouldn't. There's bleed involved, and a lot of the sound of a kick drum comes from overheads and room mics and things like that too. But this will give you an idea of the microphone alone. And then I'm going to go through again with a fully mic'd kit so you can hear everything together and judge it that way. So yeah, here we go. So there's our test. Feel free to discuss what you think of the sound of each microphone and judge them for yourself. But one thing that I do want to remind everyone in judging these is there are different genres of music and there are different ways of miking a kick drum. So some of these make a decent attempt at getting everything you would want from a close mic, getting all the low end and high end that you would want, while others would be great for the attack sound or the beater, and you would use them in conjunction with another microphone outside the kick to get the low end. So just remember that in your judging them, and I hope this helps.